everyone, I'm Gabby. I'm the nurse here at Greater Beauty at GBMC, and we are here today doing a live Hydrafacial. Our Hydrafacial rep Sam is actually here to walk us through the process. We will be doing a deluxe treatment on our fabulous model here.
Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining. So I'm going to just be behind the camera, just walking you through the Hydrafacial treatment and really just going into a deep dive on each step and really what we're doing throughout this treatment. Thank you so much for joining, Rita. I see a few others kind of popping on. Feel free, any questions that you have, feel free to drop them into the comment section. I'll make sure to get those answered. And then we're just gonna be, again, walking through a Hydrafacial treatment. So you can begin, Gabby.
Okay, perfect.
So I'm gonna kind of talk through what a Hydrafacial is. So really, I like to describe this as an all-in-one facial. So this is, we're doing a physical exfoliation, we're doing a chemical exfoliation, we're doing painless extraction. So we're really removing everything that your skin doesn't need and then fusing in everything that we do need. So we are doing a deluxe Hydrafacial today, which also includes a booster, which is a super concentrated personalized serum for whatever your skin concern is. So our model, Amber, we were talking a little bit about her skin concern, and so she was looking at something that's really going to help to plump and brighten her skin. She has beautiful skin, and so we are going to use a booster concentrated serum for that specific concern, and then we're also going to do LED light therapy. So we will get into that a little bit later on the second half of the treatment. We also have a platinum Hydrafacial, which is a treatment that is above the deluxe, where we also do lymphatic drainage. And so you're gonna see with Gabby right now what she's doing is she is doing the first step of the treatment, which is the physical exfoliation. So we're really gonna just be removing that top layer of dead skin that we don't need. We have different disposable tips that we're going to be using. So since this is Amber's first treatment, we're gonna use our blue disposable tip. This is a universal tip. This is great for almost all skin types. And then from there, if say Amber had thicker, oilier skin, or if we're going to treat, let's just say a gentleman who has naturally thicker skin, that's where we would actually use our orange or our purple tip, and we can get more aggressive with the physical exfoliation. How is this feeling so far for you, Amber?
It feels great. It's more subtle than I thought it was going to be with the suction. No discomfort at all.
Oh, perfect.
Great.
That's amazing. And so this step is really going to help to physically exfoliate, deeply cleanse the skin. It's prepping us for our next step, which is going to be the chemical exfoliation. And it's just softening kind of all that, dead skin, buildup of oils. It's going to kind of just soften that so that we can get into the next step, which is going to be that chemical exfoliation. The one great thing about Hydrafacial is that it's fully customizable. So again, depending on if you have more sensitive skin, if you have thicker skin, we can really treat almost any skin type with this treatment. And I'm gonna just zoom it in just a little bit so that you can actually see a little bit closer on what we're doing.
Still feeling okay, Amber?
Yes.
And you're gonna see Amber's getting a little pink, totally normal. Everyone responds a little bit differently, but if you tend to be a little bit more on the sensitive side, if you tend to get pink a little easy, it's totally normal to have that. But I would say that would come down by either the end of the treatment, or if she still has a little bit of kind of like that rosiness, I would say it typically calms down within about 30 to 60 minutes.
That is also normal for me, so.
Oh, okay. That's great. And thanks to everyone that's joining. Hi, Felicity. I see a double doodle on there. So feel free to ask any questions that you have. This is a live demo of the Deluxe Hydrafacial treatment.
We're going to go to the next step now, which is our gentle chemical exfoliation.
So the great thing about this step is it is a glycolic and salicylic chemical peel. The amazing thing about this peel is that you don't actually peel. It's working more at a cellular level. So it's not going to leave you with any type of flaking or peeling on the skin, but you may feel a little tingly, you may feel a little itchy, Amber, both, or you may not feel that. Both feelings are normal.
And was that tingly before or during or after the treatment?
Typically, I would say you could feel it during, or you could even feel it a little bit afterwards. Hi, Brooke. Thanks so much for joining.
Ready? Mm-hmm. I'm just going to have you turn your head a little bit to the left for us. Perfect. Thank you.
And I'm going to, again, kind of get in there just so you can see what we're doing. So this is the chemical exfoliation. So we have 4 different types of chemical exfoliation. If you tend to be a little sensitive to glycolic or salicylic, we do have another option for you. But what we do is each time you come in, we will reassess your skin, and we can also get more aggressive with the chemical exfoliation and take you up in the percentage. How is this feeling, Amber?
It feels great. I do not feel any sense of tingling at all.
Oh, perfect.
Good.
Hi to everyone that's joining. You are watching a Deluxe Hydrafacial treatment. So this is just helping to chemically exfoliate the skin. Again, it's a little different than our physical exfoliation, which was the first step that we just did. This is helping to kind of almost just like eat away at that dead skin, and it's prepping us for the next step, which is going to be our painless extraction. So it's going to help us so that we can get in there a little bit easier to get out any type of, let's say, blackheads, buildup of oils, any type of congestion. We'll be able to get in there a little bit easier with that. So a question that I'm seeing is, how often can I have this treatment? That's a great question. So it really depends on how quickly you want to get to your results. A lot of times what I'll do is I will ask, do you want to walk? Do you want to run? Do you want to sprint to your results? And then that's how I'm going to kind of determine, or how Gabby's going to determine really how often she's going to want you to come in. So I would say traditionally, most people are coming in, I would say once a month. But if say you're getting married, you have an event, something that you're trying to get your skin, in shape for a little bit quicker, then that's where we would have you come in potentially maybe every 2 to 3 weeks. Really, if you wanted to, and if Gabby thinks your skin can tolerate it, or any of your other providers here, they could even actually have you come in as early as every week. And what I'm going to do, you're going to see it's going to wiggle just a second. I'm actually going to take this off just so that I can zoom in here a little bit closer for you so you can actually see what's really going on with her skin. So another question that I'm seeing is, who is this treatment good for? I love that question because it's really great for just about everyone. There is a few contraindications such as pregnancy, nursing, potentially some autoimmune disorders, but outside of that, this really is great for just about everyone.
Okay, the next step is the extraction process, and this isn't like your typical extractions if you were to go to another spa. I'm not physically popping any pimples or extracting any blackheads with my hand. It's all through the vortex fusion suction technology. So it makes it a lot less painful. Are you ready, Amber?
Yes.
Okay. We're gonna start in the chin, and then we'll go to the nose and the forehead. Do you get any congestion elsewhere, Amber, on your face?
I would say it's mainly in my T-zone that I do get
Your
congested.
T-zone. Okay,
Yes.
perfect.
And so that's the great thing about Hydrafacial's extractions is that we are extracting, but like Gabby said, it's painless. If you've ever had a traditional facial, which are amazing, but definitely you can feel that extraction process when it's happening, whereas this is painless. This feels very, very comfortable, but it also is getting out that congestion that our skin doesn't need. So if you have those blackheads, if you have that buildup of oil, just any type of congestion, this is really going to help to kind of extract that out. And so typically we're going to concentrate, either it's going to be in the T-zone area, or if you get congestion, let's say into your jawline, that's where we would kind of flip that T-zone upside down. Or if you get congestion, let's say in the center of your cheeks, we can customize it fully for you.
I'm gonna pinch up a little bit on your nose here. Does
Now,
this feel
one
okay? Yep.
One thing that we didn't talk about, I mentioned it briefly, but in our Platinum Hydrafacial, we actually have lymphatic drainage, which if you find that you struggle, let's say with acne, if you have, say you've been traveling, you have some extra fluid. A lot of us sometimes will get that extra fluid, even if we've had too much sodium or something like that, or we're traveling. And so that actually helps to contour and lift. It's going to help with detoxifying, so great for the acne. We also just get a lot of toxins, even outside of that. And then also, if you have any type of congestion as far as like sinus issues, I would not do it if you were under the weather, but if you have with these allergies, just any type of congestion, this will actually help with relieving that.
Your little hairs.
And then Gabby, talk to us a little bit. Do you do manual extractions afterwards, or do you typically just stick with just the extractions with the Hydrafacial?
I typically just stick with the extractions with the Hydrafacial.
Oh, perfect. That's awesome. So again, it's going to be painless, which is amazing. And so now what we're going to do is we're going to do a system cleaning, and then we're going to neutralize Amber's skin with just cold water. So this is actually going to help to just calm her skin. It's going to take off the peel that we've just applied, and it's going to feel very, very soothing on her skin. And so we really, in that first half of the treatment, we removed everything that her skin didn't need. And now this second half of the treatment, we're going to fuse in everything that she does need, which is the good part. Do you feel tingly at all?
Not really. I feel very relaxed.
Oh, good. And again, as you can see, she's a little pink. Amber was saying that she naturally gets pink. And so if that is the case, I would say within about maybe 30 to 60 minutes, if she still has this pinkness by the end of the treatment, that will definitely dissipate. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go into the second half of the treatment where we're fusing in everything that her skin needs. I'm so excited because this is the really, really fun part where you can, again, get into that customization. So we have what's called boosters. That's in our Platinum and our Deluxe Hydrafacials. And that is a very, very concentrated serum for whatever your skin concern is. So when we had talked to Amber, she had said that she wanted her skin to look a little plumper, a little brighter. So can you tell us a little bit, Gabby, about the booster personalized serum that you're going to use today?
Yes, we are going to use the Dr. Babor Collagen HA Serum. So it has some hyaluronic acid in it and a peptide complex to help brighten and plump her skin as well.
Oh, amazing. And so that's where, you know, whether you have, let's see, say you're looking for anti-aging, you're looking for brightening, maybe you're dehydrated or you have acne or pigmentation, whatever your skin concern is, that's where we're going to customize it with that booster serum.
And we do offer lots of different boosters here at Greater Beauty. We have some retinol boosters, we have vitamin C boosters, we have a clarifying booster that has some more salicylic acid in it to help clear up any acne, as well as help decrease the appearance of acne scarring. We have brightening boosters to help brighten dark spots, and overall skin tone. So we have lots to offer. We have boosters to help with redness, dryness. The one booster that I love is by Sente. I love this one, but one of my other favorites is by Sente. But unfortunately, we are maybe one of the last accounts here in Towson that probably has Sente left. But I love the Sente booster because we actually carry the Sente products in our office. And Sente is great because it has a special molecule in there that helps to decrease inflammation. It helps to decrease any dark spots, fine lines, and wrinkles. It just helps to repair the skin barrier and also, plump the skin and hydrate the skin. And this booster is similar to the Sente booster, but this one doesn't have that patented molecule.
This is definitely by far one of my favorite boosters, actually. Again, the booster, it's a super concentrated serum for whatever your skin concern is. I love it just because this one, especially this time of year, if you tend to be a little bit on that drier side, struggling where you're just feeling tight or super dehydrated, it's like a big drink of water that you're giving your skin.
And you can see Amber's already starting to really glow, and her skin is already plump because she's got great skin to begin with, but it's definitely adding some more plumpness.
And feel free, guys, any questions that you have, just drop it into the comment section. Feel free to heart this live. Feel free to share it. We're just trying to get the word out that we do Hydrafacial here at Greater Beauty. So this treatment is great as far as it's a great standalone treatment. It's a great combo treatment. So we also have here at Greater Beauty the Skin Stylist microneedling treatment, which is amazing. So this is great with that. We also have the Keravive treatment, which is the treatment for the scalp. So if you find that you have a dry, itchy scalp, maybe your hair is thinning. I know a lot of people from COVID or stress, even after having, say postpartum, this is really, really going to help with that as well.
The next part of the Hydrafacial process here, the deluxe one specifically, and the platinum too, is the red or blue light LED light therapy that we offer. Red light is for anti-aging. It helps to produce collagen and elastin production. And the blue light helps to kill off some acne bacteria.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yes.
And so again, where you'll see that Amber is a little pink on her skin, we're going to use I'm assuming you're going to use, Gabby, the red LED
red
light.
Yes.
So it has red and amber, so it's great for stimulating collagen. If you tend to get a little bit more on the pink side, or if you have, let's say, rosacea or just overall redness or any type of inflammation, it will really help just to calm that.
And I'm going to tighten the goggles back here. So the light is very, very bright. So Amber, you will still be able to see the brightness, but I promise it is safe, okay?
Okay.
And if you can't tolerate, the light and you're like, oh my gosh, you're blinding me, this is crazy, just let me know. Most people can tolerate it just fine. Some people actually would prefer to have it on even longer than, the regular.
And so you'll see that this is the red LED light. And then there's also the option of the blue LED light, which is blue and red. So it almost looks purple. It's so pretty. And that will help with killing that P acne, but also help with the inflammation that you get from the acne.
Is it okay?
Yes. And traditionally, the LED light would stay on a little bit longer. Just for demo purposes, we're just going to do it for a couple of minutes just so we can make sure that Amber gets the benefit, and then you can also see what the experience is like.
And a fun fact about this is NASA actually discovered this, which is really cool. They were using it for wound healing purposes. Well, they were actually using it to grow, it was plants, right, Sam, in their spaceships when they were going to Mars or, wherever, the moon, I don't know. But they realized as they were growing their plants that anybody who had these wounds on their hand just from, astronaut duties or tending to the plants, the people who were working with the red lights with the plants actually healed faster. And then they went on to use it for, a lot of times you hear about infrared saunas. You can use that to help with like muscle pain and joint pain. So yeah, it's really just helps to decrease the inflammation. And I will say, like 100% of patients, if I use the red light and they're a little bit pink, we usually do it for 8 minutes, their pinkness really goes away almost immediately, which is amazing, even after just 8 minutes. So it's really cool.
And you'll see that Amber looks very comfortable. Yeah. What is your experience underneath the light?
It definitely is. You can still see the red light, but other than that, it's kind of relaxing. It's very soothing.
Oh, that's great.
Okay.
And so again, just doing it for a couple minutes just for demo purposes. But typically you can keep the red LED light on the skin up to 16 minutes. The blue you can keep up to 12 minutes. So it would sit a little bit longer. And this also helps to kind of bake that booster into the skin. So again, she looks very dewy, still kind of a little more wet on the skin than it traditionally would. Typically by the end that would soak in, but since we just did it for a few minutes, it's a little dewier than typically.
But I don't know if you can notice from the camera, but I can even notice she's a little bit less pink than she was even after we applied the booster to her skin.
Yes, it looks beautiful.
She's nice and glowy.
And hi, Lindsay. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Madison. Thank you so much for joining. Again, if you have any questions, please feel free just to drop it into the comment section. We are watching a deluxe Hydrafacial treatment right now. And now we are on the last step. This is kind of what I like to call liquid gold. It's antioxidants, peptides, hyaluronic acid, all the good stuff that our skin needs. So typically we'll do a pass, depending on how dehydrated Amber's skin is. If she soaks it on up, we might do a second pass, or we might just keep it at one.
And I really like this hydrating antioxidant because it's a little bit different than anything else you would get, you know, going to a regular facialist. It has 3 different molecular weights of hyaluronic acid, so it's really going to get deep down into the even dermal layers of your skin. Is that right, Sam?
Yes! Good memory.
It's really awesome. It's really hydrating, and you'll see Amber is still glowing.
And sometimes with this, you know, we were talking a little bit about how you can feel a little tingly even with the chemical exfoliation that we did earlier in the treatment. This actually, sometimes the peptides, some clients can be a little more, or patients can be a little sensitive to the peptides and antioxidants. So if you feel a tingling or if you get a little pink again, completely normal. I know every time I get a Hydrafacial, I feel the same way.
Me too.
And then the best part at the end, we'll be able to see the gunky jar. So all the gunk that came off and all that congestion. So I'm excited for that.
Yes. Does this feel okay, Amber? Do you feel any tingling?
I do feel a little bit of tingling with this one, but it's nothing like unbearable.
Okay, good.
And the really great thing about Hydrafacial, you know, just like how we mentioned, it's great for just about anyone. It also is great for any part of the body. So you can literally treat from your head to your toes with this treatment. We have our Caravive treatment, which is for the scalp. So if you have a dry, itchy scalp or hair thinning, but it's also great for the neck, the décolleté, back of hands. If you have any type of issues with like the back of your arms, like keratosis pilaris, or if you have any type of issues, again, with the legs, any type of area that has skin, which is, you know, from your head to your toes, we can treat with Hydrafacial, which is amazing.
I love the Hydrafacial treatment because, well, there's really very little downtime. Actually, probably no downtime, unless you want to consider, you know, being a little pink. But again, that usually goes away, like Sam said, within 30 minutes to an hour. So, you know, if Amber has like any dinner plans tonight, she can head to dinner and I'm sure she'll get lots of compliments.
She looks like a glazed donut right now.
She
Looks
does.
beautiful.
I'm going to do a little bit more over here with the hydrating agent. Yeah, you're nice and dewy.
That is
Dewy
the goal.
and glowy.
So a question I'm seeing is, can men get this treatment? Absolutely. If they have facial hair, that's where we would actually have them shave the night before is recommended. If they don't want to shave their beard, I would have them, you know, you come in with it as trimmed as possible. And then if that's not possible to even trim that down, then that's where I would treat around the beard area. So we're doing one last cleaning of this system. Once that's done, then we're going to go to the gunky jar so we get to show Amber all the good stuff that came off of her skin.
And then Amber, I'll show you a mirror. Do you want to see now or do you want to wait a little bit to see? Do you want to see the gunky jar first?
Yes.
And then
I want to see that first and then
Okay.
Yay. I'm so excited.
And then,
It is amazing.
Gabby, can you tell us what finishing products you put on the skin?
So usually I just put a sunblock. We recommend SPF 40 or higher, even in the winter time. I probably won't do any SPF today because Amber's going to be going back to work inside probably. Is that right, Amber?
That is correct.
So, but I always ask my patients too if they want sunblock on. Sometimes, you know, they have preferences of sunblock. My favorite sunblock is Vanna Cream, but also I love Alta MD and Sente, which we have here too.
Oh, perfect. That's amazing. And again, you guys can see that Amber's glowing from her deluxe Hydrafacial treatment.
Yes.
And then we're going to get to see her gunky jar.
Oh my.
You don't have, well, sometimes we have to let the bubbles settle a little bit. But you can kind of see here, Amber. Do you see all the little dots in there?
Yes.
So all those little dots is what we got out of your skin.
Oh.
And here you can, it's a magnifying glass. And then here, let me, I'll set you up here. So you can see a little bit.
And then could I,
Yes.
I don't know if you could turn that on for me and give me a little kind of like
swirl.
wiggle, little swirl. Let's see if we can see that on the camera. Oh, yes.
Yeah, so we did get some good gunk out.
Yes. Oh, I love that.
Set you up a little more, Amber, and then if you want to take, well, I'm a nurse, so I love just looking at this gunky jar. But you can really see all the little floaties.
Oh
in there.
my goodness. Yeah, and I typically do not exfoliate at home, like with any like exfoliator, so that is crazy.
Oh,
That was
yay.
much needed.
Yeah, that's amazing. We got some nice gunk. And then if you look here, you can see all the little dots in there too.
Oh my goodness. That is crazy.
And I'd love to see your expression when you see your skin. It looks
I know.
so good, Amber.
Okay, let's get you the mirror. And over this side here. There's that.
Oh my goodness.
So you're so glowy, Amber.
That is awesome. I have not seen my skin like this in a while. A long time.
Oh, that makes me so happy.
Oh my goodness, this is so crazy. Yeah, I do see that. I was a little red.
Try not to touch.
But that was,
But yeah.
I cannot even believe it. I was definitely not expecting that.
How does your skin feel?
It feels light and airy.
Okay.
I don't feel like any irritation. I know it's red, but I don't feel like any irritation. It feels like I have a whole new face.
You really look so plump and glowy.
I
It is
know that is
amazing.
perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. I wanted to look brightening and definitely more plump, and I feel like I got that.
Oh, perfect. Well, and I would say, again, in about maybe 30 to 60 minutes, that redness is going to subside.
Yes.
And honestly, the glow, you'll see it a lot tomorrow as well. And for, I would say, the next several weeks.
Okay.
And then I would recommend, since you have beautiful skin, if there's nothing that you're like, you know, doing this specifically for, I would have you come back in about 4 weeks to have another.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds great.
Thank you so much, Amber.
Thank you, Sam. This was amazing. And thank you all for joining. If you have questions, message us on Instagram. If you'd like to book a Hydrafacial, give us a call at 443-849-7546 or skin. Okay, thank you all for joining.
Thank you so
And
much.
thank you for being here, Sam and Amber. This was great.
Thank you
and
for having me.
we couldn't do this without all of you. So
Yes.
Both are
Thank
amazing.
you guys so much. Bye.